Now, I said that she would be out of the Congress altogether, and here's why. Well, actually, Speaker of the House is the ultimate up-and-out position. Who can raise their hand and tell me how many ex-Speakers of the House there are in Congress today? That would be 0. Nancy Pelosi will have led her lambs to slaughter. She will have lost the majority, and she will be out of Congress, and it's up to all of us to make sure that happens this fall. And then for the next 2 years after that, Obama will continue to pick fights. And you heard it here tonight. There's going to be a huge choir for Hillary Clinton to run against Barack Obama in 2012, because the Democrats will have as much up to here with him as we have. Now,
we don't want her either.
I want to talk to you about something incredibly important in California. And this is Prop 14. Now, be honest with me. Raise your hand if you know what Prop 14 is. That's not enough, and we need to do a better job of reaching you. Prop 14 is falsely called the open primary. Today, we have a general primary system where every political party participates in June. So whether you're the Republican Party, the Democrat Party, the Libertarian Party, the Green Party, the Vegetarian Party, whatever party, your candidate runs, and then they're on the fall ballot. The falsely titled open primary that is on the June 8th ballot would end all of that. It is actually a top 2 primary where every candidate is put on one ballot. They are not allowed to designate their party, and then only the top 2 are there in the fall. That's it. Now let me tell you something about this. It is a horrid, frankly immoral power grab, because where this has been instituted has marked the end of several things. Number 1, it is the end of third parties, because no third party is going to have the money to compete to get on the ballot in the fall. I don't know about you. I may not be a fan of the Green Party, but they have every single right to be on the ballot and to be heard. So we must, and say this with me, stop Prop 14. Worse than that, Prop 14 would end write-in candidacies in the fall. Now you think about that. What right do politicians have to write a bill to end your last ditch effort for a write-in candidate? That is a power grab which we can't do, so we need to stop Prop 14. Worse than that, what is going to happen is that in the Bay Area, there will be no Republicans on the fall ballot for virtually any assembly or Senate seat. Not one. How many people here think that a politician has the right to end your ability to vote for your candidates? It's horrible. And it is frankly just flat out wrong. Now look, folks, if you're within the sound of my voice today, it is because you are here, not because you support party over country, but freedom over government. And Prop 14 represents a horrible power grab. Now, it's not enough for me in my website, Political Vanguard, to tell you about this, or on KSFO, or any other station. I need each of you to talk to every friend you have and tell them that Prop 14 cannot be allowed to pass. And frankly, a majority of Californians thinks it's okay because they think it's an open primary. But it's falsely stated in order to deceive you. And we simply must stop it. Now I want to wind up with this. It is tax day, and some of my favorite tax quotes, or quotes of all time, relate to taxes. But I'll give you just a few. And they relate to Milton Friedman saying he'd like to cut taxes at any time and at all costs. It goes on to Milton Friedman has another important statement, which is where we are today. He said that societies that value equality over freedom soon wind up with neither. That is where we are today. And Thomas Paine, who said it is a duty, or a patriot, is someone who guards his country against his government. How many patriots do we have out there today? So I'll wind up with this. And do sign the petition to suspend AB 32. But more than anything, I want you to remember that anger does not equal action. Think about that. Anger does not equal action. It is not enough for us to sit at home in disappointment. The world goes to those who show up. We need to show up and volunteer. You need to support the candidates that put freedom over government, and realize that the only losers in politics are those that give up. And from what I can tell, nobody out there has given up. Thank you very much, and we'll see you this fall.